a joke.
Hey, Jin, check out Don's comment in the chat. Nobody knows what flat Earth even is. What the hell? Or no, let me try that again. What the hell?
Okay. Now he's kind of right. We don't have an exact explanation because the government hides the proof. But we have
but
observation.
Blatek, let's be honest
observation
with
truth.
that observation, my friend. Let's be 100% honest in the observation that level, not the definition word level, but the actual tool called a level exists. Now we know when we build in Australia and we build in Ontario, Canada, and we build in South America, all these places observe level. So then the onus gets flipped back on them, i.e. the burden of proof, to prove how you can have simultaneous observations of level all across the place, yet it's on a ball. As they say in movies, nigga, please. Sorry about the language, but I had to drop that. And a black man just laughed, so I know it was funny. I apologize for cussing, but you guys get the gist of what I'm saying.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
But as you said, everything's level. The oceans, instruments, gyroscopes, pendulums, compasses, they're all flat sections.
Yeah, I mean,
nothing works on a curved ball.
Come on now. Play the game now. Come on. Stop this nonsense.
Come on, Don. Do us a better favor and come chat, buddy. Come on. Come chat. You're not going to drop the meme game on us right now. Come on, buddy.
Yeah. Come on now. Play the game. You know,
flat Earth has got a number.
Yeah, there's not 1 degree of levelness on a spherical ball.
Let me ask you guys:
Zero.
Is the flat Earth an infinite plane, or possibly infinite, or is it a small circle made, a small puddle?
And I will quickly jump in on the infinite plane bullshit, and I'll say to you, the second law of entropy states that this is a closed system. So we know when we open a pop can, we observe entropy occur. We know that this system is closed. Therefore, infinite plane is something you observe, but in your little bitty brain, you got to throw around the idea that we're in a contained system, so you're able to make that plug in yourself. Thanks.
Yeah, so it can't be infinite. It can't be infinite, which is why I would love to be able to go to Antarctica. I'm fit enough to do that now, no problem. My mental state of mind is easy to do that right now, taking into the fact that it's a harsh environment.
Yo, Blatek, mute up, dude.
But I'm
done.
Fighting with plastic over there.
Is it possible this small circle? Is it possible this circle, roughly the shape of the AE map, is part of a big, huge ball?
Nah. Well, okay. It could be. Well, we can't dismiss that because we can't really see that shape for ourselves.
Right.
So it's a possibility. But what would be underneath? What would be the lower half of that ball then? In that sense. I don't know.
I'm just saying. At least you're open to the possibility because you don't know what flat Earth is. It could be a huge ball.
I can definitely tell you that. I on a personal level.
We know the surface is flat. Yeah.
I on a personal level will say absolutely not. We see in a globe, right? The azimuthal personal reference area that you can reference, let's say, on a personal level. Absolutely. Yes, locally. But for the actual landmass that we stand upon, bruh, shit's flat. Everything is referenced above sea level, and sea is level.
Correct. And then we've drilled. Hang on, Dawn. And we've drilled 7.6 miles. 12 kilometers deep is the deepest we've drilled. So we know we've got that much of thickness of Earth. We know that much. 20 years in the making. Carry on. Sorry.
That's right. At least 8 miles thick. How do you know the oceans are horizontal?
Oh,
because I can look at a cup of water and see what water does in a contained unit.
Right.
Yeah, come on, man. When you take a grand view of Earth from a high altitude, it's level. There's no curving going on. And that's
this is
what
when I'm talking to somebody and I start to call them on being intellectually dishonest.
Yeah, that's Dawn. Dawn is like that. He will display that quality from time to time. He'll play.
There's a feelings mutual, guys.
That's funny because here's the thing. No. Here's the thing, Don. When you can say the feeling is mutual, right? But the observations that I put forward to you were a law, which is again the second law of thermodynamics. And if you don't contain it, you're going to have entropy on your hands. That's one. And the second thing that I put for your observation is, hold on, I'm not done yet, my boy, is the idea that level exists everywhere that can be measured using a tool. So for you to be able to actually go on the point that you just did, just speaks to your personal incredulity to actually be able to observe the facts. And you're just playing around in shit.
Measuring level on a local everywhere, that works on a globe as well.
No, it does,
but when you observe those structures from a gained altitude and realize that their roofs, their ceilings are also level, your wheels start to fall off your globe wagon there, buddy.
Buildings, you mean?
Yeah, the buildings.
I said structures.
Oh, fine.
Structures,
buildings, being horizontal.
You can expand your vocabulary on this Friday afternoon. You expand your vocabulary on this Friday afternoon. Structures and buildings are actually the same thing.
I don't know why you jumped to the roofs and the ceilings specifically. That's what I was querying.
Because they're also built observing flat. That's the point.
Plumb horizontal. They're not diverging outwards, which they would have to be if they're on a globe Earth. Hang on, the distance. And you're not letting me finish now, Dawn. The distance from the bottom of the building to the top of the building should be different. It should be wider at the top, but it's not. It's not happening. It's all the same plumb level.
Come on. How many building gaps have you ever measured?
Don, don't flip that burden onto Jen like that.
Well, why is he claiming it then?
But and again,
I've witnessed it being done, Dawn. That's why.
And you can hop on YouTube and look at any high altitude drone footage. And number one, in the background, you're going to see the floor meeting the ceiling, making this thing called a horizon, which is perfectly flat from left to right. And oh my gosh, all the structures that are built are all built observing plumb 2. What a coincidence. 90 degrees to the horizontal plane that we work on.
Horizons work on a ball too.
Well, no, we don't have that. We don't have a horizon.
I'm afraid flat horizons are part of the globe model as well.
You don't have a geometric horizon for the specifications of the Earth board that they've given us. There is no geometric horizon.
Even the wobbly refracted horizon is still a flat circle on a globe model.
Excuse me, you don't have a geometric horizon to speak of. You don't have
know what you're arguing against, what you disbelieve in. You don't even know what it is.
Not a disbelief at all. It's total disagreement because it's not a representation of the reality that I live. Sorry.
Jin can steel man the globe probably better than you can actually factually observe the globe, Don. I'm just being honest with you based on our interactions. I think you're far off. You do a great job trying to lily pad and flip the burden of proof, but your actual observations are about as transparent as food wrap. Sorry, bro.
Mr. Joker, if you're serious, I'm mind blown about how wrong you are.
Well, then you're
Bro, you have only returned your opinion of what I've stated. You have not brought any observations to the table worth anything. Attacking my observations with nuh-uhs does nothing for the forward advancement of this conversation. I hope you understand that.
Yeah, you're not moving forward, Dawn. It's not helping your case at all, Dawn. You might want to bring some evidence. You come to these debates, you should be bristling with. Your briefcase should be bulging with evidence. Yeah. You don't seem to have a briefcase.
You're smarter than that Joker guy. You've actually got some explainable people.
Don't get in your feelings and make it Jin versus Globe Joker guy. Don't do that. You did call me Mr. I thought that was pretty cool. But hey, if you want to have an intellectually honest conversation about maybe containment, things of that nature, I'll be here all day. Thanks for chatting with you.
Yeah. Well, two of your main points work on a globe perfectly normal. So good luck with that.
No, they don't. I don't even know how you can say that when you don't have a geometric horizon for your globe, thus proving that your globe does not exist. It's fantasy. And there you are going on like it's affirmative, it's out there. We can go and see it. You don't have a geometric horizon.
Yeah, and there's no sunrise nor sunset. That's just a label.
Exactly. That's just
The sun's
words
just moving away
for
from
an
us and coming
optical
back.
illusion. Yeah, it's describing a perfect optical illusion, which you have many of the day. You're living in a world where you have a lot of optical illusions all the time. Okay? It's a fact.
Yeah, it's completely destroyed.
You don't have to teach me,
Yeah,
Jen.
you
We
don't. I'm
agree
sorry.
on everything, Jen, except the shape of the Earth. So you don't have
Dawn's
to
getting a beating.
don't have to teach me anything.
You need to take some rest.
Me and you will storm the gates of the government, yeah, with a flat Earth flag and a globe flag together.
Let me throw in the towel for you. Throw in the towel.
Yeah, because I'll tell you something. Society was set up in the West for us to drink beer, stare at television, waste our time, and work jobs. They didn't expect there was going to be a massive shift in information and technology through the internet.